Hello, hello. Hi, people over. So, today I'm just going to be breaking one of the characters from Killer's War. Um, so yeah, this one, um, he's bald. Yeah, he is. He's bald. But that's okay. We love our bald king. This is Black Spectre. He is the ultimate vindicator, and I've already kind of started on rigging. What is this connected to? I actually have no clue what what this is connected to. Hold on. It's probably might have a guess. Yep, there it is. You're not supposed to be connected there yet, silly. So I've already kind of started at school. I was planning on going live at school, but the day was about to end anyway. We got out early, because of the freezing rain that's gonna happen, and a lot of the people live on the back roads. And back roads is not fun. No, they are not. um, so I am in no like I am not good at you're not good at rigging at all, actually. Um, I only slightly know what I'm doing, but most of my experience comes from other people's videos. And it is pretty easy to find. Um, did I? Huh. Why is all of the see? I'm not good at all at labeling my shit wrong. Ah, well. This is only for light. Uh, like organization on my part. I mean, yeah, but overall, I'm pretty good at just memorizing where things are. So this is just for if I leave this for like months on end. But either way, I still kind of just click. That's all right. Plenty of people have their own way of doing things. Mine is a bit unconventional, that's all. Because I do put these in um, folders at one point. Um, there's also like the default parameter. Some of them I don't even use, but I don't delete because they might work well with like physics. I don't know too much about physics. I just kind of know physics. So I just kind of gray for most of the stuff. In any case, yeah. We're gonna put the right hand on the left hand parameters. Let's go, guys. So, if you have any questions, I will try my best to answer them. But you know, so what? What? Oh, see, I'm already messing up. I there we are. That's the hand I want. So I am kind of happy. So I apologize. I'm also considering making this a voice acting Gacharapa, which I would love to, you know, try it out because I've had some in the past, but they've always kind of failed. Um, failed in the sense, people leave. I am really picky about like keeping the same voice actor for each character because let's be honest here. I am when I'm hiring I write people from Discord, they aren't professionals, they're people who want to volunteer, which is nothing's wrong with it. And there can be really good volunteers. My best, in my opinion, one of the best voice actors I have is a volunteer in Live2 voices Quentin and Baker. He's really good at it. Um, but most of the people who will end up being hired are like kids, well, teenagers to be exact. Not hiring children. But they're not going to be as good. And I have a feeling when I want to like connect things, I want them to have the same voice consistently throughout, which there's nothing wrong with not having a consistent voice, but it's more ideal if no voice actors quit. That's why I'm kind of always hesitant on making like things like that. And I really do want to, and I put a poll on my Discord link in the description of who or what, like if people would want it. And I put a member limit. So if I get a certain amount of members, in this case 40, then I will open up voice acting, but I would not immediately make this a voice acting genre. Fun fact, Escape Killer's Core was originally supposed to be voice acted by friends. Um, that's why in the end credits there are always credits to people who are supposed to voice act because I think also having credits in such a it's a gotcha rappa. I kind of realized that it kind of ends the things like slows things easily because when I made my remake, I didn't put any end credits because personally I don't know who to credit other than the three characters that aren't technically mine. I just kind of and not in like a no, I didn't steal the characters. They were in a TikTok Danganronpa thing I did, and they were the only three that joined, and I decided to honor them by like using their characters in mine, and I gave them credits in the original, and I did give them credits in the description because they're not mine. But I never felt blessed. So Lena is my first Gacharafa and Danganronpa character, really. Like, they're my first one ever, and I was a Kokichi fanboy, I know. And, oh god. And that's why they have the last name Oma, but they are no longer related to that. And also, Oma is spelled wrong. That's why it depends. Like, guys. And that's why they have that purple and white scheme, because, you know, they're right. But, there's two characters that I have inspired off of the two people I met in my first Fanga Rampa, the Roblox Rampa, Danga Blocks. I don't know how they pronounce it, but it was Black Spectre and Kenji Yoka. So Kenji was the ultimate actor, and Black Spectre, I believe, was the ultimate vindicator, but I also think they were the ultimate hero. So, and Lena, of course, was the ultimate liar. which I don't know how I'm gonna do the reveal or whatever. I'm pretty sure I'm going to because for the new viewers, I'm not going to assume everyone has seen the original because I was hoping people would forget about the original Killer's Core cast and all that stuff. The only people you really need to know are Riku, Kenji, Lena, and Black Spectre. And I gave Black Spectre um a pretty decent backstory, uh, like in his prologue section, because how we're going to do this is I'm going to have two prologue videos, I believe. One is the POV of the protagonist, which is going to be Kenji, how he got into the Labyrinth Academy, and then and that is mostly for exposition and how things are set up, how everything is going, uh, and meeting some of the characters. And then Black Spectre is all about like background and all that stuff, because you he is like different from the other three because he is one who's actually the actual person dead in like he dies in Aftermath Hell, which not a spoiler, it's been out for a while. But it's actually revealed that he died. And I don't know why I killed him. I think it's because I just didn't want to use him anymore, or it was because like, you know, he was the man. Um God, I'm getting distracted. Um but he was he was killed in Aftermath Hell, and he's the only current person who is dead because, as it is revealed, Kenji does get, well, not revived, but it was his um, death was faked. Again, you can just watch the series, and this will kind of tie things together. This will get more exposition and all that, where it will hopefully connect Escape Killer's Core better. And of course, there is season 2 that's also not released, which is Killer's Core Aftermath. Um, fuck. Come on now. Okay. Oh, wait. Shoot. I forget. I gotta redo things. I think it's because my rotator is also selected. I don't think it should be selected. See, I'm still learning. I'm still learning. Alright, Black Spectre. Um, what? You bitch! Okay, I'll try one more time. This time, we get rid of that. Ah, I'm such a mess. Okay. So, Black Spectre is definitely. I think I'm going to try to have a little bit more fun writing him because he is like the bare bones of the group, and nobody really got to see how he was. Oops, I didn't mean. I don't think that should be selected too, right? Because I don't select my skirts. But nobody really gets to know him after he dies off in Aftermath Hell. Whoa. Ad. Teehee. Yeah, I'm using like copyright free music. So I don't know if people, and also I don't have like YouTube Premium or whatever. There we are. I'll try to keep that done. But yeah, you don't get to know him as well because in uh no, that just doesn't make sense. How did I do this? I'm gonna open up Annalise real quick. She's a girl that I worked on in before because I was trying to, well, uh, just so how did I move you? Okay, I moved the skirt. I'm stupid. Yeah, I was right the first time. I was right the first time. Struggling here. So I'm trying to love Black Spectre. I have a love-hate relationship with Black Spectre, but I gave him more backstory and more exposition on him because I think you all deserve to know the fourth member of the, I don't know, it's not a trio, it's just a friend group at that point. God, how do I do this? I'm just gonna have to edit the legs. Because Escape Killer's core, Kenji and Luna were like my favorite OSTs by the time I made that, so I decided to include them in instead of like having the entire crew. Because the thing with me is that I've always wanted, every time I get a new project idea, I always want to immediately move on to the next. And you can tell by chapter 5 in Escape Killer's Core, that I always have the idea of doing Aftermath Hell, and I just wanted to immediately get to it, because that's just how it be. That's how I work. So you can see and also I think around that time, I don't remember. I don't remember around the time where my main editor, like, disappeared. I don't know where they went, but they were gone. But I don't think that'd be until House of Cards, I believe, when I was making it. I don't think I ever released a House of Cards episode, which was a gotcha and I had them make all the backgrounds. I still have the background. But it was around that time where I think they disappeared and I didn't get any backgrounds from them, so sad times. And I think Color Score really needs a good foundation of where I can be proud of if I look back on it, because I'm not proud of the original. Even though the final episode did get popular-ish by the end, it's just the final episode where I had people like commenting things like this, like Hoshi, who I kind of think of him as like the Gachawapa critiquer. Not a bad thing, not a bad thing, but it was like the one person I wanted to uh, like fully make him happy or proud because he had big sub count, right? Nowadays, I get shocked when there's like someone with like 1,000 subscribers who like talk to me like anime as well. I don't know if that's their user now, but so what I remember back then, they had a big sub count. They did gotcha offers too, and they complimented my work. They complimented it recently when I remade the NK like intro. I really was contemplating of just doing it, like uploading just the intro and then the episode, and that's what I chose, but I really didn't want to do that too much. But I felt like my channel was slowly dying more and more if I didn't upload something. And I don't know where all my motivation did come to remake this whole channel business, but it was something I really wanted to do. I'm gonna. Where's the sword cards? So the poncho. I don't know what that is. I called it a poncho. I'm pretty sure it's like a scarf thing. I think it's supposed to be a hoodie, actually. There's a hood. Oh shoot, I forgot I have to actually animate the eyes this time. The Annalise kind of has how Aurora's eyes are, where she has them closed all the time. Oops. And I kind of like that little style, that style of stuff where she's like, "Oh, Black Spectre, what are you doing?" But she's cool. And I haven't really revealed too much about who's what in this, in, especially in my server. I hate spoiling things. You can't keep things like a secret when it comes to my channel, but I hate spoiling it. Like for example, in Linked, my voice actors don't know who lives or who dies. They don't know that yet, and they probably won't know until the like the chapter, like once they get their lines for that specific episode. Um, like they're not gonna know until it's absolutely necessary because I always worry that if I tell people that they're gonna tell people, even though I'm not popular enough for that to happen. I'm always just worried on things like that, and I trust them. I do. It's just I always hate it, especially if it's not set in stone, because I could still move things around, even though I don't like moving things around. Like once I understand what I'm doing, and I understand what it is, like the deaths I have, even though there is a certain character that I don't I keep forgetting about. They seem very forgettable for me, and but they I don't know. I can't do it. I can't spoil. um, I can't do it. This is the right. Okay. Woo. And all this animation is mostly going to be used for sprites. I don't think I'm going to be animating the uh like the scenes as well. It's tempting, but I don't know. I most likely will do the animate the scenes in the prologues because most of that is literally just expeditions. So, but most of the scenes will most likely look like still images, like edited still images, like how and a couple body parts might move. Like if I, for example, in the remaster or remake of the first episode of AK, um, they had the big scenes. They had some amounts of tweening, like Kenji and Lena holding hands, or like sitting on the bed holding hands and stuff like that. That would it would look like that, and it's also easier for me to just oops like tween if I were to do that instead of, I mean, it's not like I edited these guys' angle to be like they can be animated, and but they're not meant to be like that. Ah, be quiet, Apple. Who cares? Teehee. But God, I'm stuffy. When I talk a lot, I get even more stuffy. Okay, we God, press. Just using this opportunity to just rant about my OCs, especially this one right here, Black Spectre. I gave him a cool backstory, I think. Um, it is exposition heavy, and I don't mean to drop that on people, but it's it's Killer's Core. You already know if you've watched the original or if you watched like any other series, you know who survived. So you know that Genji and Leader survived because they're in ENK, and you know that. Riku and Black Spectre survives because Riku is one of the main characters in Aftermath Hell, and you see Black Spectre's dead body. And also, I was thinking of a spinoff for Black Spectre. I don't think he needs to be in a Gacha Ropa spinoff, unlike Riku, who's going to be in one for like because that was my main plan when switching things up is to bring um, oh there's my oh that's my boy that's my boy but he deserves something because all his buddies have one because Killer's Core is mostly a Kenji thing. It's mostly made of Kenji, and then to skip Killer's Core, there is some Kenji, but it's mainly focusing on Lena's like you know her God damn, what is it? Her character arc, yes. Exploring Lena's character, aka I'm like character. I'm exploring how she grows and how she can accept herself as like this is the left eye. Okay. Like moving on from what she was before. I'm also somewhat changing her backstory too. Um, Kenji's backstory somewhat stays the same. Okay, I got it. Hold on. Before I go on another rant, before I do that, let me. Okay. So, who was I talking about? Genji. His backstory doesn't change the same. Like, doesn't really change. over the course of things. Like, what? Because when I'm updating and revamping, sometimes I will make tweaks. Like, for example, Lena's backstory is going to be completely different than her originals. Because her original backstory is like a abusive father relationship, that sort of deal. And that's why Lena is dressed as a girl instead of, you know. But I'm changing it. I'm changing it. Lena is still a boy. Lena is still Jason. But it's going to be less, like, I don't know, less stupid. That's stupid. Like, I changed myself because my dad made me. But I don't think that would be happening. I'm gonna tie into her mafia backstory because originally, yeah, she was in the mafia before I changed it to like abusive father and blah blah blah. I should really do the prequel. And there's hints of the prequel that I will make at some point. I think after everything, I'm going to make uh Riku's Aftermath Hell. Not Aftermath Hell. Killer's Nightmare is what it's called. And there is a reason why it's called Killer's Nightmare. Um, let's just throwing that out there. um, so I think I should start like animating the smile parameter. No, I should use till. Ahem. So Riku's main thing is that uh, man, I'm going from topic to topic. But so I'm excited to do Riku's one because that's why nobody knows who lives or dies. And I could be excited for the prequel too, but I have to still. That one's not even in the works yet. That is just an idea in my mind. Because the prequel has Kenji's mother in it, and I believe also Lena's like caregiver or something like that. That was so yeah. Something happens there. It'll be fun. And it mostly will also focuses on Kara's or Chara. I don't even know how to pronounce her name. But it will all focus on her as a mastermind as well. Because if I kind of ended up making her like a Junko and a Shima throughout everything. But of course, it's Killer's Core, and so it's the whole universe. So Kara is behind everything that is, um, you know, going on. Fancy. But, and I don't really like that puppet as much. Um, However, she could be worked with. And she is a fun character because she doesn't have like a I haven't really given her a reason on why she makes all of the like the killing games. So far she is a evil for the sake of evil character. Does that even look good? No. I'm not very good at the eye editing stuff. Eh, eh, I don't think it's bad. I also don't think it's good either. But she's fun. She's fun. I used to like hate her because I couldn't really figure out a thing. But then I slowly just realized, like, maybe she can just be an evil cinema. She's a psychopath. She made killing games because I don't like to tie in my like series with the main series. I used to, like I really used to. EKC was the first ever like gacha I did without any like characters from the main cast. It should be on the bottom. There you go. It is canon that he uses eyeliner. You cannot get those sharp wings without a little bit of eyeliner, okay? I'm just saying. Like, look at that. Look at that. Like, you can't do that. You can't do that. But yeah, he's also like shown to wear makeup in the prologue state of the Yankee. He. I always say that differently. It's EKC, but there's always something different with little Spectre, and he's someone that doesn't really care too much on. Well, he cares about his looks so much. That's why he wears makeup because he makes him it makes him think he looks like a badass. Someone if he has sharper tones. So he regularly puts on eyeliner and mascara and things like that. Um, and one time when he was told that like, hey, makeup's for girls, he's just like, the fuck? I don't know, because why would you talk to him? He's the guy who's going to beat you up. He's never really considered things as like girlish or boyish. Like he is somewhat the embodiment of like man, but he's also at the same time comfortable that he is a man, and he knows what can be different. Like, and I've always kind of like had some sort of stereotypes with my characters, like because in this series there is a person who's like addicted to their phone and like is always very blah, very bratty. I always have a bratty character somewhat like that bratty character was Hyoko and now it is Zia. Zia is she's something. She's a little something. But she would be fun to voice act, I think. Because like I could voice act some of these people. The main person I'm concerned with the voice act of is Lena. If I do voice acting, because Lena is her voice is kind of hard to pinpoint for her Because I imagine her as like a high pitched, little raspy voice, because she's had training. She's trained herself to sound more like a girl. But I need a male to sound more like a girl so it can sound like a male pretending to be a girl. Or I just do a female who can do also a male voice. But it's difficult because, um, oops. So I don't know how, but it should be high pitched, but not many men can do a high pitched voice. It's just something to think about, I think. Because I figured out like maybe I can voice him, but at the same time, eh, like I think originally I was supposed to in the EKC, but again we just nobody was really doing lines or things like that. Oh, he's so cunty. Look at him. He's just like look at those lashes on the man. He's so girl boss. So girl. I think also I need blink, 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 blink. Ooh. Now I need him to smile. Maybe. I don't know. I don't like animated smiles. So I've been kind of skipping out on the smile portion. But he's a smiling guy. He's a smiling creature. He smiles. He smiles a lot in the series probably. He's a very optimistic character. But he's also realistic. Because in the prologue you'll get to hear a lot of his inner monologue other because Kenji's inner monologue. You don't have too much of his inner monologue in his prologue, but you will have in like Black Specters because I have a feeling that that just don't look good. How do I do that? It just doesn't look good to me. Like, do I bring it down? That just looks stupid. See, that's why I just don't make you're just not being happy. You're just not gonna be happy. So don't need these ones. We do need these. We have the eyeballs. The worst thing, the worst part about this is that I hate doing the eyeballs so much because they're very different. There we are. Oh, he looks up. He looks that way. And he oops. Got it. Also, I think I am getting like the hang of gotcha again. Because originally, um, I remade some things. The style didn't look too good, but I'm starting to get the hang of my own style again, which is it's nice. Like cause I don't. There are a lot of gacha hacks out there, and there's nothing wrong with them. I used to be friends with someone who used those gacha hacks a lot, and every time I would just think, how hard would that be to animate? I mean, I know people can do it, and but I figured it'd be hard because, or even just like basic gacha screenshotting, because when you change a pose, the adjustments would change as well, you know? So that's why I kind of keep everything simple. Like this is my simple style. Um, but it just makes me feel like I don't know, it makes me feel lazy. Like they don't look good or something, you know? Which it's not true. I'm not. They don't look bad. Like most of them, I think don't. Um, but there's still those some that are like it could be better. Like for example, making the Kuban of the show. It's always fun to make the little Kumas because I think you can really have fun with them. They don't have to be the like Monokuma esque thing. Like most people when they're making a Danganronpa, they make it look like a Kuma, like Monokuma, black and white. There's the black and white bird, the black and white cat, black and white everything. And I also keep the word Kuma, which is like pretty sure means bear in Japanese. I could be wrong, but also that don't make sense no more, right? And so I've also strayed away from just the basic um Kumas and make it different. Because this one, I made a vote and the robot won actually. I'm actually happy because the original design I had, it wasn't too good. And this robot, it's very easy to make robots very lore accurate, I think. Because, sorry, I speak up. Very easy to make robots lore accurate because you can do anything with just a robot. Um, and of course, most of the like I had a Gachirappa that was Twisted Church. Twisted Church was fun, and I didn't finish it, um, which is a shame. Uh, but maybe I should just stop talking. He's so quizzical. Flabbergasted. Oh my god, the ads are listening to me. Now it's giving me like nasal ads. Oh my god. Oh, what should I do? Or just not talk at all?